might hear me on the radio.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Before I get on tonight's video, I just want to remind you I have a new channel, Farpoint Mowers and More. If you're into outdoor equipment, small engine repair, things like that, head on over there and check it out. Anyway, on to tonight's video. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you may have noticed in several, heck, many of my videos, I have mentioned that I have very poor hearing. This side is about 80% gone, this side is 60% gone. And so in an average situation where people ask me about, oh, is it stereo or how's the fidelity, oftentimes I am not the person to ask for that. Anyway, Retekess caught wind of that information in one of my videos, and they offered to send me these. These are self-fitting hearing aids from them. They look like Bluetooth, you know those things all the kids are wearing, the wireless earbuds? They look like those, and they charge much the same way, and they wanted me to try them out. I'm not sure how you make a video showing the results of it, but I will go through and unbox this with you, and we'll take a look at it. I'll put them in, and I'll give you my honest opinion. One of the reasons I don't have conventional hearing aids is that due to, well, I won't really get into it, but the damage to my ears also includes severe tinnitus, so I have a pretty heavy ringing in my ears, and a lot of times when we amplify, all we're really amplifying is the noise that I hear. I hear, if it's a good day, it sounds like I'm standing with my ear against the ocean. If it's a bad day, which is usually what it is, it's just this horrible ringing sound that I hear nonstop. I've gotten used to it over the years, but hearing aids for the most part, they're not great against that because you're actually amplifying the background noise. So I'm kind of curious how this will work comparatively. So this is the package that they come in. And it's like a charging station. So you hook up a USB-C connection in the back. Here it comes with a little cable. Plug that into you know, a USB wall charger, and you're going to charge that up. I like this. So I don't like the new style wireless earbuds all that much. I prefer to have something with wires going down. Well, it includes something that you can actually connect. If I can get it out of the package here. It's kind of stuck. There we go. You can actually slide these over, and then you end up with earbuds. So if one were to pop out, it would dangle, you know, hang down here. So that's probably what I will use these with long term. Now I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's a brush on one side and a little pin, a little pricking pin there. So maybe that's for doing resets or cleaning. I'm not sure. Well, this is obviously for cleaning, but I'm not sure what the little pin size is. And then I do appreciate this. It comes with a replacement earbud, like the rubber part that actually sticks in your ear. The model number of this is JH-A32E. Self-fitting hearing aid. It is FDA approved. It does have digital sound processing, so it's that, you know, like when you think about real hearing aids versus just something that's going to amplify the sounds around you, digital signal processing is cutting out the background noise. Y'all can't hear it, I hope, but there is a diesel heater that is running right now, and so there's the noise from the pump, and there's noise blowing through the air in here and stuff like that. This is the kind of stuff that digital signal processing is supposed to cut down on. The background noise, the murmur, that kind of stuff, and be able to focus on that's close to you. The other cool thing about this, and I don't really listen, but I suppose I could get into it, is these do double as Bluetooth earbuds. So you can actually connect this to your phone via Bluetooth and listen, or any device, I guess, and listen to it like you would a regular earphone. So not only is it a hearing aid, but it also doubles as earbuds, wireless earbuds, whichever one's into. Kind of weird. Each of these little things right here has its own microphone. So you're getting stereo, you're getting dual channel, you're not just having it come from one side. That does help. And so one of the problems I have being hard of hearing, you know, almost deaf on this side, is that everything obviously sounds like it's coming from this way. Without getting into a whole lot of what I do, if I am talking to a large room of people and somebody over here is talking to me, it sounds like it's coming from over here, or I don't hear it at all. This hopefully will help amplify the rest of the room and help bring in those signals that are coming from all over. I like that. It does have memory, so you're going to set this thing, and I'm not going to go through the whole setup process with you, but reading the manual here online before I even got this thing, because I was kind of curious about it, it is, you use a Bluetooth app to set it up. So when you go for professional hearing aids, when you go in for professional hearing aids, they're fitting you, they're doing a bunch of checks. You're obviously not getting that if you're going to order your own set. Of course, going and getting professional hearing aids costs like $5,000, about $2,500 per ear. These here, you're going to have to do the work yourself. So you're going to install these, you download an app, you're going back and forth trying to get the best sound for you. And I like that because how many times have you gone to a doctor? As I sit here with my reading glasses on, I have like 5 pairs of actual glasses that I hardly ever wear, because no matter what, it seems like every time I go to an eye doctor and I go through, is this better or is that better? Is this better? Is that better? All I end up with is a pair of glasses that I don't really like at the end of the day. They don't work in the real world. Sure, they work sitting there in the right lighting against the right screen, against the right everything, but they don't really work when you get them home. And maybe you can comment if that happens to you too. Maybe it's just me. But what I end up with is that kind of a problem. And so for me, the idea that I am going to be the one making the adjustments on these actually seems like a better deal. So there's a little caddy they sit in, right? And there's obviously ear protect, like little charging ports there. And then these are the earbuds. They remind me of the ones I see, kids wearing all the time. And on the back here, it does have like a volume up and down on it, right? So that's kind of cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and put them in. All right, so when they're off, wow, yeah. When they're off, they actually act very much like a ear protection is what they act like. I think that's very interesting and not what I expected. All right, and now I've turned it on. There's a power button here in the back. I've turned this on. I assume that means that these will also be on. There we go. Okay. And I'll do the same on this side. Hello. Oh, wow. Okay, so I can definitely hear myself. There is some, momentary feedback because what I'm saying is echoing ever so slightly in my ear. I'm sure that would take very long to get used to. I'm going to try to adjust this one down and that one up. See if I can equalize hearing for the first time in many years. So, oh yeah, wow. Okay, so today happens to be one of the good days where I don't hear a ton of ringing, just the background noise of the ocean. It is amplifying some of that sound for me, but it is not, I wouldn't call it overpowering. I can certainly hear better than I was. It is also drowning out the sound of the diesel heater pretty well. Okay, due to copyright stuff, I can't do the test that I want to do, which is I'm going to watch some TV. I'm going to listen to some music over speakers. So I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to do that. And you won't know that it's been 5 or 10 minutes, but it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm going to come back and give you my honest opinion of how I feel about these. Let's do it. All right, well, I'm back. So what do I think? First, here's what I like. You are able to adjust the volume on both sides, and so for me, bringing this side up so they're kind of equal gives me that spatial sound that I lack in my actual hearing. So that was kind of cool. I did test it with Bluetooth, so my little studio computer here, I didn't even realize it has it, but it has a Bluetooth for earphones. And I was able to turn it on, link it, and I watched a clip on YouTube. For Bluetooth use, this thing was like absolutely perfect. It connects automatically, so it's kind of cool. So what it does is it connects via Bluetooth, and then if you're not watching something, if there's no sound, so if you're just typing or whatever, you've got regular hearing aid function. The second that audio starts playing on the laptop or the computer or whatever, all of a sudden it switches over to Bluetooth function, and you don't hear the outside. It acts as a regular earbud. You start hearing the music. So if you were going to use it with a phone, you could have the Bluetooth hooked to the phone or to your computer or whatever, and it would still function as a hearing aid until you needed to listen to something. The second you listen, it automatically switches over. So I guess it has like Bluetooth priority or something like that. So that I like as well. The things that I would love to see improved, and it may not be possible. Again, my experience with hearing aids has been absolutely not good because of the cost and just not being able to afford it, plus the issue with the background noise in my head, is that it does have this tiny delay. So you get this little echo of what you feel coming out of your mouth versus what is coming out of your mouth. When you're listening, that doesn't make any difference because you're not hearing it before you hear it, if that makes sense. I'm deaf enough that I only hear what's coming in through the earbuds, so that was really neat. It's only when speaking, and I'm sure that if I were wearing these long term, that would become less of an issue, like it just becomes part of the norm, if that makes sense. Anyway, I don't know how to say this, but if you need hearing aids and you know what they cost, which is about $5,000, well, this is, less. It's less than $300, at least at the time I'm making this video. And it works, and no one's going to question the fact that you've got an earbud in. I know some of the older ones, you literally had to wear, Walkman earphones, and that didn't sound all that, or look all that flattering, I guess. These have become the norm as far as people wearing those wireless earbuds. So the possibility there is that you can wear these things out in public and not feel awkward or ashamed or whatever, although I'm well past that point in my life. I could care less what people think of me at this point, which is, I would say, one of the best parts about adulthood, wouldn't you? Anyway, I guess that'll do it. I don't know what else to say about them. They do work. I think it's cool that they're multifunction. They work as a Bluetooth thing. And I do like the fact that they're adjustable. Now with the app, which I have not messed with, supposedly there's a lot more that you can do with them as far as changing settings on it. So it'll be something that eventually I'll get around to doing it. As I've said many times in my videos, I don't have cell reception here, so apps are not usable. I don't really play with phones. But the next time I go into town, I'll probably download the app and at least walk through it and see what I can figure out on this. So, well, I guess that'll do it for today, my friends. Take care.